The river of transformation. Have you ever realized the pain of transformation? I am quite sure you have. You want to let go of something which you know that is not welcome anymore in your life, which does not serve you anymore, and you want to let it go, but for some reason you still hold on to it. And the reason is fear of the unknown. We tend to hold on to our familiar experiences and states. And that's what makes it sometimes difficult to go the necessary steps in your transformation. And this is also what I realized and what happened to me when I created this drawing, which you see there, the river of transformation. I saw this river in a dream some weeks ago, and I knew I want to draw it because it had a very deep impact on me and a message. And I postponed even drawing it for some time because I knew subconsciously that this river is separating something which is not in alignment anymore. The river itself symbolizes that everything is changing constantly. It's moving. It's not staying the way it is. And it's also symbolizing the power and strength of life and of transformation, because it's constantly flowing and changing. And while I was drawing that, I saw that it is exactly depicting what I want to express, and exactly that it looked that way felt really bad to me. I literally needed to go outside and sit in the sun for quite a long time because I had a very strong, intense pain in my heart, in my physical heart, and I needed to breathe into my heart and tell myself for a long time that everything is okay. And I wasn't really aware of what had happened, but I was aware that I'm reacting physically on that drawing, which is obviously having a dark side, a dark shore, and a lighter shore. And for me, it is still quite uncomfortable to look at that drawing because it has this dark part inside. And I realized that I have resistance accepting that dark part, although it's already separated by the river and it's at the other side of the river, but still it's part of the whole picture. It's part of the whole experience. So everything which I experienced is part of the picture, of the whole, and everything is equally important and necessary as an experience. But for me, it's difficult to accept that it's that way. I love to focus on the light inside, on the light outside, on radiance, and on getting away from the dark. And still I'm at this point where I realize that accepting the whole experience, like everything that is in my life and also in the world itself, in the outside world, in other people, and also in the whole world experience, the dark is equally valuable. And literally seeing that in this drawing caused this extreme pain in my heart. I did not expect that. And I was like, I felt as well that it's very important for me at this moment to value this reaction and to nourish my heart with kindness and with acceptance and with friendliness and kindness. Because one of the dark experiences which was very useful and used and common to me, very familiar, was not valuing myself and even being very unkind and judgmental to myself. So I felt that this is directly connected to this pain, like this being not friendly to myself, which is still visible here and which is still part of the whole experience. And also, like the other shore is also there, it's symbolizing this presence in the moment, it's symbolizing growth, it's symbolizing strength and following my path, accepting and also being kind to myself as a basis, to be kind to everyone I meet and I interact with, and also to be part of the kindness in the world. But obviously, both are important and the river is flowing through it. Everything keeps on changing all the time. Nothing stays the same. And for me, the experience or the necessity to process this information holds on, and I will be looking at that drawing whenever I want to connect to this new insight, that I don't have to reject the dark parts which have caused pain in myself, which I have pulled from the past until today even, because the pain was like today still visible, like perceptible. Yeah, so the whole topic for me is now acceptance, and acceptance to be like the path to a big gate of trust that everything that is at this moment is just as it's supposed to be. And when I accept whatever is here in this moment, I can walk through this gate towards the unknown and trust that this is safe and this is enabling me to have new experiences and really have a transformational experience, which is only possible if I dare to go in a new direction and let go of familiar thinking, believing, acting, to not hold on to all the familiar things just because they are familiar and just because there's pain when I try to change them. So this is one learning. And the other thing is as well that I have the impression that this river also separates other people, for example, in my life, which are not resonating anymore and which are not necessary in my life anymore. There was also that pain of having to separate from people, although I don't have many people in my life anyway, and I never had lots of family, but family is also one part which obviously is far behind somewhere on the other side of this river, and it always had been for me, and it still is. And also this is painful to acknowledge. And again, I can do the same thing, like nourish my own heart and feelings with a kindness, being friendly to myself, and accept how it is now, and trust that by accepting that now, step through the gate of trust and make these new experiences possible. So I welcome the pain of transformation because I know that healing on a deeper level is taking place.